What's going on? Move the mouse back in City Skylines, but this time it is remastered. I had a little bit of an issue after, geez, what, episode 6 was it? 7? What are we on? 8? I lost some recording, unfortunately. I'm working on a university. It's not finished. It's just honestly how I build the university at first. Plopping everything down, then figuring out how it all fits together later. It's like dumping all your Legos on the table. And then building something without the instructions. So a lot has happened to the city in general. I mean, it's an empty canvas when we start, right? So we can kind of review where we're at, see if anybody missed anything. Plus, I think going forward, a lot of these are going to be more, I don't know, kind of update and finished product look and talking a little bit about the assembly rather than the step-by-step. It's just from a timing perspective, the edit is a bit of a grind. This is not my job. I have a job that keeps me very busy, a first grader that keeps me very busy, and you know, I've been doing what I can. The old grind that I used to do, like a video every day, 3 a week, it's a lot. So let me take you on a quick tour of Mæander so far. Let's make it a little bit flatter light. I feel like it's, although it looks nice. Are we at a budget on electricity already? Hold on. Yeah, we are. Okay. I backed it down too much. Let's go 85%. Let's see what that gets us. I dropped in our first nuclear power plant. We finally got that in the works. That took the place of 6 coal plants, and I was still able to back the budget down, but apparently not that much that fast. Did we go no. Just go 100. That's too much micromanaging at this point in the build with 7 million in the bank. We can burn off a little extra electricity. So that should solve that problem. I've expanded this down here. Nothing too crazy, right? Just, sorry, whipping the camera around a lot. Bringing this street, this curve around, coming up with the occasional road that leaves from here, but the crossroads are longer, right? The blocks here. Zoning wise, we've got office along the main strip, a little bit of commercial where we needed it, office to pad from the commercial zones in the interior here, and then we've got a bunch of residential built out, which we need a little bit more right now. So let's do this. We'll leave space for a path through there, and then we'll have some apartment buildings pop up. Wanted the kids to have access to some sports so that they could train to become the next pro baller. Unfortunately for this guy in the red, I don't know what is the basketball equivalent of a crash test dummy, because basically that's what's happening to him right now. Walk, like he's just getting absolutely run over. Like I'm pretty sure this grandmother could do a better job defending. Like look, you know he's gonna break for the hoop. You know he prefers his right hand. He's just, see, look, you gotta get, look at that. You gotta get in there. You gotta get in there. You're not even trying doing the red. You're not gonna be a pro baller if you keep this up. Okay. He's using his left hand. He's guarding it, but you can tell he's not comfortable with it. Honestly, it doesn't look like he's comfortable dribbling with either hand with these animations, but. Okay. Oh, right. No, not in my house, Sonny. Get out of here. Okay. Anyways, that guy in the red is not going anywhere. Guy in the blue might be a pro baller someday, but then again, the guy in the red's so terrible, it might just, you know, by association make him look good. Over here, high school and an elementary. We've been shifting all of our university over to the campus. There's a high capacity university that I had for a little while that has turned off. Do we have the other? We don't have the other university active, right? Info views, education, universities. Yeah, no, it's just the actual university and plenty of availability. Okay, so 3 times speed. What do people want? Residential, not so much, but they've got a little bit of room to move in. Let's do a couple blocks of residential here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll save the last 4 on the end to have a couple buildings move in. Once we don't need to pass this power down here anymore, actually, do we? Because that should be passing power. So we can do that. Okay. Now, we still have a bunch of industrial demand, which you can meet with office. We could have some funny offices come in here. Some smaller stuff, which actually may be a good way to sort of slope down to the residential. I don't want to go back to back with commercial here. Let's fill this in with office. We can always trim this stuff back later on. And then over here, let's meet some of that commercial demand that we've got left. Kind of tuck that away. I think it's okay to fill all that in. And then buffer zone here. Maybe a city service or 2 or some a metro stop. Who knows? We've also got to figure out what we're going to do down here with the coast. And I may wait till we do like a hotel and a retreat. Maybe. Who knows? See if we wait that long. We've got plenty we can do in the meantime. So expansion-wise, we're doing pretty good. We're waiting till 55,000 for our next milestone, which gets us airport and cargo airport. It's the last one, though, that gets us the most important things. Not the international airport and that stuff, but monuments and all 25 tiles unlocked. So monument-wise, we want Eden Project for sure, and I've already dropped in all the uniques for that. Space elevator, I just don't like the look of it. Medical center's not bad. Fusion power we don't really need. It's overkill unless you're going for like the biggest cities. And then Hadron Collider is actually really nice if we want to minimize the footprint of schools, but we're still gonna hopefully remember to turn off the university boost and have an actual university campus all built out for our college education. Then again, it could be nice to have an alternative university. Depends on how much I guess we spread out to the other tiles. Today's episode is going to be a quick one because I've got to just kind of keep up with demands and keep expanding to unlock some of the fun stuff. We've got to work on a couple key intersections and do a couple things around districting and Old Town. That's like, it's so key. Here I've defined districts, and you can paint a district, cut the middle, and still have 2 districts with 1 common set of policies applied. And that's what I've done here, is if you highlight one, you're highlighting the other. And we've got Old Town set up. Old Town, well here, let's come at it 2 ways. Inspector tool, you can click on the, that's a house. Don't do that. Don't click on a person or a house. Like, you can accidentally do that very easily. Click on the name of the district and go into policies from there. Or the easier way to not accidentally misclick stuff is to go to the district tool and the district specific inspector. And now I can click anywhere in that district. As soon as it lights up, I'm activating that. Over here on the city planning tab, just below the fold, is Old Town. Only residents and businesses can use the area for motor vehicle traffic. Ban other motor traffic. Now, doing this does put more stress on the streets they can use, but we need to extend this citywide. I've done it in a couple little pockets here and there. This has it. Not that anyone would be really cutting through there, but occasionally a truck would come through the neighborhood this way. We really want them sticking to the main street. Keep the main street busy. Keep these main avenues busy. That's where we're expecting the traffic. Maybe not this much traffic, and there's obviously some stuff we need to fix. Traffic lights. Do we have any traffic lights around here? We do. That's not helping. I mean, these over here aren't affecting anything that dramatically, but we definitely don't want them. Anywhere there's a 4-way or a 4-lane road intersecting with something else, that automatically creates those stoplights. And we're not there yet. We might put some on key intersections just for aesthetic only, but traffic just flows so much smarter. Just let it go. Just let it drive. They'll figure it out. They get backed up here or there, it means we need to design the intersections better. So we've got Old Town stamped down on most of our districts. Not the ones over here on the edge of the grid, but They've got their own problems for now. Collapse. 1. Confirmed collapse. Collapse. We're not, hopefully we won't make that mistake again, at least in this city. Dumps. No, not dumps. Healthcare. I'm gonna put a dump there. Throw the bodies here. Speaking of dumps, however, we do need a route down here. And, I mean, maybe we just connect it for now. Until we figure out that infrastructure a little bit better. We'll see what that does for industrial traffic. But it should let the dump trucks get down here a little bit sooner. Unless our problem is not enough coverage. And that very well could be. We're getting there on processing status. So we'll throw another recycle plant in here for now. Which... hopefully this is something they're fixing in 2. Like, the scalability. Like, give me a bigger dump. If... I don't... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Like, we don't need 9 recycling plants for 35,000 people. That's not good efficiency. If you need a separate recycling plant for ever, how many, if you divide one by the other people. It's not a lot. That's all I know. That's napkin math. So schooling wise, I think we were doing pretty good last time I checked. We need academic works. We're gonna get our acclaimed back. We were renowned now. I think it's acclaimed and then prestigious. So we'll get our acclaimed back. We're still gonna have to grind a little bit for academic works. I think we have to get to 16. So if we get enough students, I don't know if we will. We have to keep growing the town to do it. We may not get prestigious on the next year, maybe the year after, if I keep building out. So let's talk about where I'm going to be building out, because you're not going to see every step. That's not what this is about. So where do we have more low density? I think we're going to do something up here like transit hub. So this will be like transit and helicopters. Let's just call it service for now. SVC for short. There'll be city services and stuff here. Okay, it froze for men. Please don't do that. We've got a district here that has a heavy traffic ban to allow residents and maybe city service vehicles, but residents to come to and from. That's a good one. This still kills me. Like, firefighters, they're here. We did our job. We're going home. I'm on lunch. Somebody else can get that one. Academic year report. Acclaimed from renowned. Perfect. Sports trophies, toga party. Yeah, so they just head off, and you're gonna put that plant out, but not the other one, or is that one giant plant? That's one giant plant. So this is nice. This is fine. This is fine.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently. That's okay. Things are gonna be okay.
I think we can move in some more people there. We'll want to expand and exit off the highway and make this another residential population area. More small town, and then maybe the occasional road will come through again with pedestrian traffic's more useful. I don't want people cutting through for commutes, but maybe this road on the very edge could head off that way. One in the middle somewhere could head off that way. And we'll eat some traffic through the zone here or there. But yeah, we'll keep expanding. So another suburb here, and then a bigger area in prep for cargo and maybe some nightlife, leisure, tourism stuff over here. Some of the bigger uniques maybe. It'll have good highway access. We got to think airport. What to do with this over here? I don't know. This might be hotels and retreats, private beach, something. We'll find something for it. And then later on, areas. We can go all the way up here. So we can't go a little north of here, which is unfortunate, because building in that valley where that winding river is would be nice. So we'll just have to build in this valley down between those hilltops. So we got a little spot to build there. Basically building here, and we can do something out on that island, but not the entire island. we'll come up with some fun ideas, but there's still plenty of blank space on the map. In the meantime, suburbs. I think we can do more suburbs over here by the industry, although we have this ever growing industrial demand, and we've got to watch out for not enough goods, because sometimes you need better routes, better imports for not enough goods, but other times you just need more stuff being built nearby in your city. So sometimes it's good to eat a little industry and pollute a little bit, especially since our main focus is the Eden project for monuments, which reduces that pollution. And we've already dropped in all of the uniques that require or that are required for the Eden project. And we'll move these around at some point, but we're profitable. We're making money. No reason to upset the balance. One of the things that's very different about the way that I build, and some people appreciate it, some people may not realize, but my towns are kind of a mess for a while because I'm playing the game legit. I'm earning money, I'm unlocking the things, and slowly but surely building up. And I don't have this perfect vision where I can start painting down roads that are perfectly spaced until I see the things that I want to plop down in between them. You know, and sometimes I measure things out and know that, hey, that 12 unit road's going to work really nice for things like we just saw there, the trams and the parks and lining up all the pedestrian paths. But, you know, there's stuff that's just kind of a guessing game, and you want to, you know, play and have fun and feel it out. And when you're unlocking things legitimately, I don't think it's worth trying to build it right the first time. That's why we say fix it later around here. We don't have mods on console. So, you know, hey, if you can build it perfect the first time, that is awesome. I cannot. You'll see that creative process here on the channel. At this point, so people have asked occasionally in the comments, like, hey, do a tutorial on this, tutorial on that. If you go back and watch my old Let's Plays, like I will have covered it, or the How to Start Your Cities, or the How-To series. It hasn't changed that much. So even if you're on Remastered, go check those out if you're stumped. The game mechanics haven't changed. Just look a little different. But at this point in the life cycle, right? When is this posting? This is posting in July. We've got August, September, October, and I'd like to build with some of the content from the last wave of DLC. Whether I wait for that to come to Remastered or just jump back into the old console version again, I'm not sure. I don't know at this point, at time of recording this. But you know, this is one of the last builds. There will probably be another build, or we'll revisit some stuff, drops in some of the CCPs maybe, and just into the cities that have already been built. But I don't know. We'll see. Cities 2 is coming in October. So we've got to hit the reset switch. We've got to learn the new mechanics, get all the new tools. I am so excited to see that, you know, a lot of the mods that have been very core to building this community and keeping the game running 8 years later from its release, a lot of that stuff's getting into the game. Right, and we can see from the gameplay trailer back in June, right, the Xbox showcase. There's obviously a lot of those tools being built in. You know, parallel road tool, and you know, we can see anarchy features basically. They're improving the traffic AI, so hopefully that it is more realistic, and maybe it'll be smarter about finding its way and alternative routes. I mean, geez, Waze can figure out a way. My phone can figure out a way for me to avoid traffic. It would be awesome if we could build that into, you know, a next-gen console as well. Then again, it's not just Waze for that person. It's Waze for all the AI. But it'd be nice if they weren't so stupid. Fingers crossed. But I'm not holding my breath. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I know it's, you know, we're jumping around the build at this point. We'll try and show you some of the most important steps and developments. Hopefully you are along for the ride, but I know it's a little different from the previous Let's Plays, but we're well through this game's life cycle as we wrap up this remastered build over the next month or so. Well, I don't know that it'll be wrapped in a month. I shouldn't say that. It'll be wrapped before October because we've got work to do. We've got a new game to learn, new mechanics. The fact that it's coming to Game Pass also, I think, it'll be a help for my channel, because if you can play it for free, you might dive into a game that you wouldn't otherwise have purchased. Or I shouldn't say play it for free, but if you got Game Pass, you've got Cities, maybe you haven't played it yet and you're getting into it now, perfect place to learn the console side of things. You know, day one, I think everybody's gonna be really happy with the stuff that's in the game, but I'm sure the modding community will continue to develop mods and change gameplay. Things that we don't get the advantage of, at least not right away in game. Sometimes it's a big enough feature that the devs will eventually build it in there. Sometimes we gotta wait a really long time though, so we'll stretch the game to its limits and do what we can with the console version of CS1 in the meantime. CS2 come October. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit that button if you did. Hit the like button. That sentence didn't come out right, but hopefully the sentiment did, and hopefully you already smashed that like button. If you didn't, smash it! I don't know. Don't do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I even went there. I should edit that out, right? I did? Did I edit that out? No, I left that in. Just trying to embarrass myself. Okay. Industry leveled up. Our college is leveling up. Back to the cinematic camera to ask you to subscribe for more of this nonsense. See you on the next one if you do. But until then, when we will have something to do, I don't know. I've got to cram in a bunch more lower density residential. We'll step it up. Eventually we'll define some zones and ramp it up with things like historical locks on buildings preventing leveling up, or just high-rise bands in certain spots. I don't want it to be too tall, but honestly, I'm just rambling at this point. This is a pretty standard outro though, pretty standard episode, if only a little bit shorter than the average maybe this season. But anyways, I already did the outro. You know who I am. In case you don't, it's Move the Mouse signing off. See ya. You're still here? Go home. Or go watch another video. I don't know. It's over. There's not any more content. There's not like some, Marvel end credits screen happening here. This is just cinematics of a city that's being poorly slapped together. Or not even a city, just some dirt and just some dirt. See ya.